Hello everybody, this is my second video as I had promised. Today we are going to discuss the question answers of Fire and Ice poem, and I'm going to give you a brief introduction about the writing tools which are essential in poetry. Remember, writing tools or figure of speech is important to understand before you are in a position to understand or write poetry in your own words, in fact. So let's just get started. Before that, the first thing that I want in your assignments or homework is that write a beautiful summary. As you remember that I have already explained how to write a summary. So please write a summary for Fire and Ice in 9 to 14 lines. That is your first homework. The second homework that you have is if you take your books and go to page number 15 for Fire and Ice. The first question that we have here, it says that there are many ideas about how the world will end. Do you think the world will end someday? Have you ever thought what would happen if the sun got so hot that it burst or grew colder and colder? So basically, if you remember, the theme of the poem was about how this world is going to end, whether the world will end up in fire or ice, whether in desire or hatred. So keeping in mind what was explained in the poem, write down your views in 50 words. Remember to keep a note of the word limit, 50 words. And that's it. The second question that we have here is about the rhyme scheme of a poem. So basically, rhyme scheme is a deliberate rhyming pattern which is formed by the poet when he or she is, when the poet or the poetess is writing a poem. So let's say, for example, and the last words of a poem or a song usually should match consecutively or alternatively, um, as long as it is rhyming, it makes the same sound. So, say for example, if you are, let's say, twinkle, twinkle. One of the simplest examples is something that you and I grew up listening to, is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high. Like a diamond in the sky. So as you can see in this stanza, star, are, high, sky. So they sound similar. They rhyme. So this is a deliberate effort by the writer. So star and R can be put in one category, A, and high and sky can be put in one category, B. In case if there's another line that, for example, does not match with star or high, you can put that in a different category, let's say C. And if these lines are repeating, if the rhyming words are repeating in the second stanza, you use the same. Let's say, for example, if R and star and R are rhymed in the second stanza with the last word. Let's say, for example, Twinkle went in a car. So star, R, and car, because they are rhyming together. So you can repeat A for that rhyming word also. Now, the second writing tool, figure of speech, the first figure of speech, in fact, that we are talking about is simile. Usually, simile, what is the general understanding of simile when you are writing it, using it in grammar or in poetry? It says that it's a direct comparison of one thing with another of a different kind. It is not necessary that there should be some direct connection or relation between these two things when you're comparing two things. So basically in poetry, simile is something which is compared directly, and what you're using is as, like, or than. So, example of simile is she is as innocent as an angel. A direct comparison between this girl and an angel. So the qualities of an angel has been compared with this girl. So this is a direct comparison and we call it a simile. Similarly, in the same way, there's people usually do get confused between simile and metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech in which a word or a phrase is applied to an object or action to which it is not directly related to, or it is not applicable. So basically, you're comparing unrelated things. A comparison, we won't call it a comparison, but the qualities of one thing are usually portrayed in another thing or a situation or an object. So here it says, one of the examples is she's an angel. If you can see, simile says that she is as innocent as an angel, and metaphor says that she is an angel. So this is the difference between a direct comparison and a comparison which has no relation in between. Personification. Personification usually means it's another important writing tool in poetry. It says, and it's an attribution of a personal nature or human characteristic to non-human. So the qualities of humans are usually compared with non-human things. That is called personification. Here it says, uh, lightning, lightning danced across the sky. So the qualities dancing is the qualities of living things has been compared, or human thing qualities has been compared with something which is non-human. So that is called personification. So these are the things that we discussed, and I wanted to clear these things before you are in a position to understand. And I'm going to upload your assignments in your on Google Classroom, and I hope that you'll start writing your assignments. So when we meet after 31st of March, hopefully these things should be ready in your copy with a particular date, as in when did you start. Today is 18th, so you should be writing the date when you were taught. And in case if there's an instance where you are asked to submit your copy or your homework or assignments either in school or take a photo shot and upload it on WhatsApp, there will be instances where I can ask you for that. So please be prepared, and I hope you can finish on time. So next time, um, I'll see you with the next section of poetry. Goodbye.